going to change this fuel filter. If you have a fuel shutoff, which this one do, get up in here, shut it off. If you don't have one, take you a stick or something and stick it in your fuel line on the end of it. So this one got this little glass bowl. Shut this off, screw this, loosen it up, get that little glass out of it, dump that fuel out. Have some debris that needed cleaning out. Put back in place. We'll move on to taking the fuel filter off. Old filter didn't look too awful bad. We got a new one, and since this is a diesel, I went ahead and pre-filled this filter with diesel before I put it in place. It's not necessary, but pre-filling your diesel filters, it helps with priming the system a little bit easier and quicker. After you put your fuel filter on, make sure your fuel shut off is turned back on. You have to watch these glass bowls when you put it back on. If you tighten up too tight, it get like vapor locked and the fuel won't flow, so you might have to back up off that little screw a little bit to where it start back flowing again, then tighten it up. Since this is a diesel, you gotta get your air out the line so it'll run. This right here is your hand pump. You turn that counterclockwise till it pop up. On this particular tractor, all your diesels have to have a bleeder screw somewhere. Sometimes it's on your fuel filter, or may have to go to your injection pump. This one, on this Air National 280, on your injection pump, you got a bleeder screw on the left side and on the right side. So what you want to do is crack down, crack both of them lines, we'll crack both of them screws. Don't screw them all the way out, but open them up. Take your hand pump, pump down on it, you start seeing fuel flow through. You see it flowing through, you don't see any bubbles in it, tighten it back up. Make sure you check both sides. See your fuel flowing through that with no bubbles. Tighten that back up. You finish with your hand pump, push it down, then tighten it clockwise. Dry everything off a little bit. Now let's see if it's gonna crank. It'll crank. Let's see if it helped it crank it any easier. Let's try it again. I think that might have helped it a lot. I'll go back and change the oil. But for now, I just wanted to change that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm giving me a marker and write the dates on all the filters I've changed. I already wrote it on the air filter, but I'm going to put the dates on the fuel filter and the hydraulic filter.